Everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And today's review is in association with JediInsider.com, your #1 news source for everything Star Wars. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming Star Wars The Force Awakens 3.75-inch Takodana Encounter box set from Hasbro. Now this is a somewhat unique packaging with this set. We've got the Star Wars The Force Awakens logo up in the very top corner. Then the figures are clearly displayed in the window box packaging. And then down below we have images of all the characters in this set. So Finn, Rey, BB-8, and Maz. On the side we have some artwork from the planet Takodana, and again on the other side we have artwork of the characters in the set. Then on the back of the packaging we have a look at the figures and a brief bio for each of the characters in multiple languages. Okay, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figures outside of the packaging. Now before we get to the review, first of all I just want to say a big thanks to Hasbro for sending the set out early. It has not yet hit shelves. I believe it'll either hit later this month or early next month. I know like Big Bad Toy Store has it listed with an April release date, but ToysRUs.com has it listed with a May release date, so I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere in between there. But before we get to the review, I also just want to tell you about something that Hasbro's doing that they let us know about when they sent us this set, and that's that they're going to be they're doing, actually it's already started, it's called the Star Wars Hasbro Toy Pick figure photo series. And basically what it is they want you to take pictures of your Force Awakens Hasbro figures, recreating scenes from the movie and stuff, and also they kind of say you can take pictures of your collection and stuff like that, and they want you to post it to social media with the hashtag Star Wars and Hasbro Toy Pick. And then they're going to select photos for people who submit using those hashtags. They're going to select those and put them on display at their booth in San Diego Comic-Con. So basically people have from now till May the 4th to enter for a chance to have your pictures displayed. So it's kind of a cool thing if you're into taking photography of your action figures and stuff with cool backgrounds and such, then it's definitely kind of a cool thing. And I can tell you from personal experience, the Hasbro booth at San Diego Comic-Con is always packed. So definitely you'll be getting a lot of eyeballs on your work if you get selected and they show your images at Comic-Con. Now, they also, you can go to the Hasbro Pulse site, and I'll put a link in the description below to that. They've already started posting some pictures, and they even have some backgrounds you can download if you want to use for your figures. From The Force Awakens, an Arctic background and a jungle background and stuff. So just some things to help you out if you don't have a lot in the way of dioramas to use on your own. Okay, so getting back to the set itself. This set comes with 4 different figures. So the big figure that everyone is going to want this set for more than likely is the Maz figure. This is right now the only way to get Maz. She may be released down the road, who knows, but at this point this box set is the only way to get it. The other 3 figures are Rey, Finn, and BB-8, all of which have been previously released. So it is a little disappointing that you have to buy 3 figures you already got to get the Maz figure. Now if you don't have those 3 figures by some chance, or you don't have some of them, like maybe you haven't gotten BB-8 yet, then the set definitely becomes much more appealing, because I definitely like the Maz figure, which we'll be looking at closely here in a minute, and then some of the accessories I think are kind of cool as well. So real quick, we'll just get the repeats out of the way. So the BB-8, again, we've seen this released a couple times. I have a version that was released in that Force Awakens Millennium Falcon. I think there was one also released in a multi-pack, and this is the same figure. Now this one in the box set is definitely cleaner. It's more crisp white. It looks like he's just off the assembly line or something. No scratch marks really on it or anything, but otherwise it's the same figure. Really only articulation to it is you can do the head around, and you know, it's got good balance and everything, so better so than the one that comes with the 6-inch figures. It's kind of got a little flat bottom here, and it's even got a peg hole, which was for the Millennium Falcon. The one that came in the Millennium Falcon, there's a place you can put him inside the Millennium Falcon, I think is why they included that peg hole. Rey, again, we've seen this figure before. Actually, I think the face likeness on this figure is pretty good to the actress. I think they did a pretty good job for the most part with that. A little bit on the pale side with the skin, but otherwise I think this is a pretty solid looking figure. Now, all of these figures, of course, only have the 5 points of articulation, so I'm not going to spend much time harping on that, but, you know, if you've been collecting any of these figures, you pretty much are used to that by now. She comes with her weird staff thing that she's always carrying around, and again, we've seen this accessory several times already, and it's just a dark gray, and you've got the white wrappings. She also has, I believe this belongs to her, it's a backpack. I think you see her wearing it at the very beginning of the movie when she's scavenging around the Star Destroyer. It's got the little water bottle, and again, we've seen this before, and it's got the straps, and you just kind of plug them in. They've got 3 holes on the straps, so you can adjust the straps, and it's a little bit of a pain to get it on her because the straps have a tendency to kind of pop off, and you can't really do the straps before you put it on. You can do one, but the other one you kind of have to wait until you get it on her, and then you can try and attach the strap. So that can be a little bit of a pain, and it does fit a little bit loosely on her. You know, again, it's not a bad accessory. It's just not really anything new that we haven't seen already. She also, well, the set also comes with an unlit lightsaber hilt for Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, and this is a unique accessory to the set, which is kind of cool. It's the chest where, you know, Rey first finds the lightsaber, and you can actually put the lightsaber inside. The lid of the chest is done with a rubber type material, and then you've got some things sculpted inside already, some junk. The chest itself is a hard plastic, and it's got pretty nice detailing. It's sculpted to look like wood, and you've got the little latch and everything. So I like this, and I like that you can put the lightsaber inside, the unlit lightsaber I should say. You can put it inside, and you can close the lid even with the lightsaber inside, which is cool. Now, we also get a lit lightsaber, Luke's lightsaber lit, so we've gotten that in one of the Rey figures before, and probably gotten a lot of these from previous Luke Skywalker figures, but we do get a lit lightsaber that you can either give to Finn or to Rey, whichever you prefer. Now, the Finn figure, again, this is same as what we've already seen released before, and he just comes with his big blaster. Again, we've seen this released many times before, so nothing really new there. And the figure itself, I think, looks decent, but, you know, again, we've seen he's got a hole in his back, so nothing really surprising there with that figure. So finally, moving on to the Maz figure, and again, this is the one that I think everyone's going to want to get this set for, and you'll have to decide if it's worth getting the set if you already have the other figures, you know, just to get this one. But it's definitely, I think, a pretty cool figure. She does come with a blaster. Now, I don't think she actually used a blaster in the movie, but they have given her a weapon, and it's just kind of done with a goldish tint type plastic, and sculpting on it's pretty cool. But again, I don't think she ever had a blaster in the movie, so that's just something they kind of added for her. Now, what I like about the figure is I really like the head sculpt, the face sculpt. I like the glasses. They actually have some I don't think it's glass, but it's plastic, and it does kind of magnify her eyes like we saw in the movie. So I do like that. The glasses themselves are done with a somewhat kind of flexible material. They don't actually like have hinges or anything, but if you want, you can kind of pull them out and they'll stay. So, you know, in the movie, she actually opens her glasses up so you can see her face when she's talking to Rey, and so you can kind of mimic that with this. And I think the sculpting detail on the face is good. And here's a close-up of Maz's face. Again, you can kind of see how the glasses magnify her eyes a little bit like we saw in the movie, so I think that's cool. Now, they do kind of stay apart, so depending on how you're looking at her, they don't stay right up on her eyes, but I still think it's pretty cool how they've done it, and I like that you can actually kind of pull them apart so that you can have them kind of so they're not on her face. So scale on these figures seem to be pretty good. Both Rey and Finn are about the same height to each other, and they're about 3 1/4 inches tall. Maz is about 2 3/4 inches tall, And then BB-8 is the shortest of the bunch, and he's just a little bit under 2 inches tall. If you count his antennas, then he's over 2 inches. Here he is. Here's the 4 figures next to the Force Awakens Han Solo, which is sold separately, but just to kind of complete the set. And again, the scale between them all works pretty good. As I mentioned before, articulation, each figure basically has 5 points of articulation, except for BB-8 that just has the head movement. So you can turn the heads left, right. They don't really have any up or down movement. You can rotate the arms, no elbow joints, no wrist joints, no midsection joints. You can do the legs forward, you can do the legs back, no knee joints, no ankle joints, and each figure has 2 peg holes on the bottom of their feet, well, except for BB-8 that doesn't have feet and only has 1 peg hole. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I would say on its own, this is a really cool set. I really like the Maz figure. I like the detailing with the face, and I like how they've done the glasses. I also like the chest with the unlit lightsaber and everything. That's a cool add-on. And the other figures in the set aren't bad. It's just if you already have those figures, which I'm guessing many of you do, it is definitely kind of a negative that you have to rebuy those figures in order to get the Maz figure. But if you by chance don't have those figures, then I think this is definitely worth the money. So the set is going to cost about $25 once it hits retail. As I said, I don't have a specific release date, but guessing either the end of this month or early next month. We'll have a full gallery of images up at JediInsider.com. There's a link in the description below. And as always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter and or Facebook. I'll have links to those pages in the description below. And until next time, I'll catch you later.